Tonight I'm going to be teaching you how to play Leave Everything by Versus Self. This song is in kind of a weird tuning. So your E string is going to be tuned down to B, your A string is going to be tuned down to D, your D string is going to be tuned down to a B, your G string is going to be an F sharp, your B string is going to be a G, and your high E string is going to be a D. So that altogether should sound like. I'm going to go ahead and play the first section of the song. So that starts off with the fifth fret of the A, picked once, the open D, open G, open D, and then back to the fifth fret of the A. So after that, you play the open D, and then the seventh fret of the A, and then the open D again. So that starts at the fifth fret of the D string, slid up to the seventh fret of the D string, picked, and then you play the open D twice, and then the seventh fret of the A. So fifth fret, slid up to the seventh, picked twice on the open, and then seventh fret of the A string. So the entire section together slowly should sound like. The picking pattern at the very beginning is kind of repeated through the main part of the song, like over and over again. So, like fifth fret of the A, open D, open G, open D, fifth fret of the A, and then open D again. That's just repeated over, like seventh fret of the A. I'm just gonna go through all of it anyways. So you start off with the fifth fret of the A, open D, open G, open D, fifth fret of the A, and then open D again. And then you repeat that and move up to the seventh fret of the A. So it's seventh fret, open D, open G, open D, seventh fret of the A, open D again, and move that up to the ninth fret. And then third fret, and then third fret of the E, sorry, and then fifth fret of the E, and then seventh fret of the E, and then open E, and then you play the open A and the D just one time, so it's before you start repeating it again. So after you repeat that, those like all the way up to like the open E, before you start again, you play the open A and then the open D. I forgot to mention that when you start the picking pattern from the fifth fret of the A, it repeats it twice, so it goes and then it starts just playing it once over like each time you move it. So together slowly it should sound like. The strummed part of the song is just those chords, just strummed. So the picking pattern, the strumming pattern that I use is a down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So it's down, down, up, down, up, down, up, and it just repeats down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. And you just play that over the chords. So fifth fret of the A. with picking, you do strum the A like twice. So the very first part you play it 2 times, and then for the rest of them you just play that strumming pattern over it 1 time. So it's and after you strum it a couple times, when it ends, it plays just like the 5th fret chord, just going like twice. So you strum that like kind of quick the first time, and the second time you play it, you kind of go through it a little slow. So it's like you make sure you get like the open E in there, so it's like, you know, all emo and cool or whatever. Um, and then yeah, then the solo part comes in. Uh, that sounds like. That starts off with the 5th fret of the A, 5th fret of the G, slid up to the 7th fret of the G. So, and then from there you go to the 5th fret of the D, to the 7th fret of the D. So, and then you go to the open D, 2nd fret of the D, and then 5th fret of the D. But when you hit the 5th fret of the D, you want to pull off to the 2nd fret of the D again. So it's. So that whole section together should sound like. And then when you play it the second time, it's essentially the same except at the very last part. So it goes like. You go through that, except instead of playing the open D, you play the 2nd fret of the D and the 3rd fret of the D. So it goes. And those two parts make up this whole solo. So I think those two are played twice. So it goes. Before I break down the final section of the song, I'm gonna go through the 2 strumming patterns that are in it because they're like a little difficult. Not really. Honestly, if you listen to the song yourself, you could probably figure them out. But I'm just gonna show you the way that I play it. So I'm gonna play it first with the chord. So what that is, it's a down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. That's just repeated. So it's like down, down, down. Sorry, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So. And that very first chord is the chord from the very beginning. So it's the 5th fret of the A and just all open strings except the E. So. And so the second strumming pattern goes like. So what that is, it's a down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So, and that chord is the 3rd fret of the E, 3rd fret of the D. So, and the second chord is a 3rd fret of the E, 5th fret of the D string, and the last chord is a 3rd fret of the E, 7th fret of the D string. So kind of a stretch, but it sounds pretty nice. And I'm gonna play that all together. So. Yeah, that's the entire song.